This presentation will talk about the next generation life sciences industry. And to present it, I'd like to call on stage Mr. Shah. He's a global solutions consultant with CPG from Schneider Electric. Can we have Harsh?
Thank you, everyone. First, I hope I'm audible. First of all, I'll like to thank everyone to be present over here. As we saw in the first panel that how sustainability is important, and we also heard from one of the panelists that digitization plays a very important role in that. So we are here today to talk more about it, and in the coming panels we'll know more, get more insights on how digitization is also shaping the next-gen pharma industry. And we are over here to be a part of that journey. Starting from this, most of the leaders today are telling that the new way of doing business would be sustainable only. If you are not sustainable, then you might be out of business soon. And as we heard from some of the panelists, having the automation part or the digital transformation part and sustainability coming together, converging, is one of the very good way of doing this together. And Schneider does business this way, and we are here to help all the customers to make sure that digital solutions and sustainability is brought together. So let's take a a top level overview of some of the leaders daily work day. So for example, whenever the strategies are planned, so how it is done. First thing is that we make some bold targets, or we are given some targets to be taken, and after taking that bold KPIs and targets like decarbonizing by this much percentage or increasing the efficiency by this much percentage, etc. What we do is we start making action plans for that. And action plans are only that much good on the basis of the data it has been analyzed. So today the major challenge the industry is facing is complicated data structures. Data coming from different silos, there's no availability of real-time data. And sometimes I've heard from some of the customers that today there is a problem of plenty. Non-contextualized data coming from siloed systems. So what is the solution for this? And you can see that it might be looking something like this. The slide is only looking very complicated, so in real life how complicated it would be. So what is the solution for that? Yes, we can do integration of this data. And I would say that this is one of the starting point of starting any journey, be it your digital transformation or sustainability journey, because I hope everyone will agree today in this room that data is the focal point of this. You can take decisions, you can make better plans only if you have right visibility of this data and contextualized insights for that. So wouldn't it be good if you can see your data something like this? Or maybe if you have a single glass pane view where your end-to-end operations is seen and all your personas in the factory, be it someone from production, from supply chain planning, from marketing, getting real-time right data at right place, and also being regulated market, a single source of truth data. So wouldn't it be nice, right? So yes, it is possible, and it is absolutely doable. So for that, thanks to Bioforum, they have laid down a path. Which most of the pharma companies can follow. So if we see over here that starting from current plants, I know some of the companies have already matured to the next level. But yeah, if we consider most of the companies as a whole, then we are somewhere between first or the second part. where either we are in the manual paper-based data or we are in digital siloed architectures. But now it is important for going for the next phase is that we integrate the plant data and we create the infrastructures in such a way that the data coming from different sources, of course, that cannot be avoided because there might be multiple vendors, multiple systems. So that is, we cannot avoid, but we can make sure that it is integrated. And as Jain Saab said, in similar lines to his briefing, that once that is achieved, the next part is going or bringing in the artificial intelligence in the place, making our plants predictive, and then slowly maturing into adaptive plants where deep learning and generative AI come into place. And as he rightly said, that even if we want or not, that is going to come. So we have to be prepared for that. And yeah, this is something very interesting and nice to see. But yeah, I know most of you will say that it is easier said than done. So that is where we have some ideas to share with you. So to make this journey easy or to make it little quick and efficient, Schneider has come up with a complete holistic approach, majorly into the 4 areas. So first one being the manufacturing area, the manufacturing, asset management, facilities management like EMS, BMX, and other systems. Second part being the sustainability and energy management part. So when we say that, that okay, we know this, that things needs to be done. So what we do is that it is a combination of solution and services. It is basically, we bring in a complete digital transformation consulting where we encompass all the different areas of your manufacturing and supply chain. We do a thorough study of that, and we give you or help you in making a end-to-end plan, a roadmap, a digital core model for that. Similarly, for energy and sustainability services, we can give you a complete sustainability coverage of scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3. So now bringing in so many digital and connected products inside the factory, definitely we are always at the risk of cyber attacks. And I think all of the colleagues over here from digital side would agree more to me for this. So we also bring in a complete cyber security consulting where we make sure that your end-to-end operations, end-to-end systems are cyber secured. And finally, what something unique, very unique to us is that we bring in the 4th aspect, that is the people part. So whatever we do in our plants, be it, it might be very good, it might be best in class, but if our people are not trained, not only to use it, but to accept it, then it is not going to be useful. So the most important part we feel, which is most of the times ignored, is the workforce empowerment and putting on a governance for the change management. Because this is something that will make sure that whatever efforts and investments are made are realized in the way we want. On that lines, and what we saw from the guidelines of the Bioforum, Schneider Electric, since last couple of years, has developed systems and solutions for digitizing the life science industry with bringing in state-of-art technologies, solutions. So right from starting from optimizing the plant and taking it up to the engaging your customers. So how it goes is that you bring in, you might be hearing a lot of word data from me, but I think that is one very easy way to tell what and how the plant will look like or how the operations will look like in the future. So starting from optimizing your current operations, bettering it, scaling it up, and bringing in all the aspects. So at the end, what is the primary need of any business is to engage their customer right. So, and again, let me caution you that in the initial phases, it would look more of an investment. It would look more of a cost. but it is our job to make sure that the initial cost or the cost is converted into the revenue growth, and this is what the digitization will help you for that. So just to give one example, I'll not go much into the solutions, but what we saw in the previous slide, having a complete single glass pane view of end-to-end operations. So this is how we manage it. We call it as Unified Operations Center. So if you see, then all of your operations are integrated inside, all kind of data are also accepted. So we have systems and we have APIs designed in such a way that all your systems will be integrated, contextualized, repaired, data is repaired, contextualized, and it is shown to you in such a way. So by meaning you, all the consumers of the data, starting from operator level till a CEO, you'll get the right data for right consumption and right actions. So as I said that cyber security, end-to-end consulting. So what we do is we will be starting from permitting what things that come into your, by things I mean physical as well as software related thing coming inside that, protecting that, detecting if there are any intrusions, and making sure that quick response is there. So this is what we call as end-to-end security, end-to-end cyber security consulting. So of course, again, it's not only consulting, but it also helps with some of the solutions. And most of our softwares and hardware come with cyber security certificates. So that makes it easier to implement this complete architecture. So now once we have designed, or we have made a data architecture, we have designed what we want to plan, we want to do in the form of digitization or digital transformation, and we are making it also secured, then of course the most important thing that we saw in the last panel was sustainability. So achieving sustainability is not only something that a software will do. Sustainability requires a lot of processes to be set in place. What software will do, it will only help you get the right data at right time, and it will help you ease some of your processes, automate some of your processes. Say for example, having automated report, something just for an example. But there are a lot of practices that needs to be done, a lot of expert involvement needs to be done. And as we saw that, most of the companies are either starting or are in the initial phases of the sustainability journey. So definitely you will require a partner for that, and who better than Schneider, who themselves have been awarded the best sustainable company. So I'll take a few minutes over here because it is very interesting how our sustainability journey context is set. So as I said that, complete journey will, I hope I am audible. So the complete sustainability journey, the complete sustainability journey will include all the scope 1, scope 2 and scope 3. And now we see that most of the times, or the first steps that are taken by any company, in any organization in sustainability is first identifying what they are consuming. And majorly it is in the starting with the scope 2, whatever electrical data, because it is easier, it is already connected, and we can have things integrated easily. So that is mostly that is the main focus. Second is when we go, or I would say the second natural step is focusing on the scope 1. Whatever fossil fuels, or like say for example boilers are there, chillers are there in our plant or directly owned fleets. So that is something that can be controlled. But of course it needs a lot of efforts and majorly capital investment. The major capital investment is in the scope 1 area, and then the scope 3 is little far-fetched because there are too many players, too many vendors coming into that. So how we make sure that we make this journey easier for our customers is having this approach. Initially, first is to identify the things that can be avoided. So for example, if some processes, so for example in some businesses, some processes are unavoidable. So if we take example of a paper manufacturing company, we cannot say them don't cut the trees if they are out of the business. So we have to identify that what things can be avoided. So first thing is we identify that we have to avoid it. Second thing that we do is reducing. So there majorly the scope 2 part comes. We identify the current consumption, the efficiencies, and we try to make it more better. Then the third part that would come is replacing. So that is where we do a lot of major investments, or rather you do a lot of major investment in changing the scope 1. So rather than from fossil fuel, we'll go into some green energies and some related investment in that. So we are very strong in this part, and we can give you a very good service, sustainability service in there. And then other thing from the scope 3 part, I'll show in the next slide that we have started a very good program. But apart from that, what we can do is in replace part, we can also have, if it is not possible to have in-premise renewables, we also help you get the right PPAs according to the different state laws and EACs. So this is complete, I'll let you read this out. This is a complete service portfolio of ours. But majorly, as I said, that optimizing the procurement, improving the efficiency, and at the end help you reduce your CO2 emissions. So this is a complete end-to-end sustainability consulting, which will help you become carbon neutral and net zero. This is one very quick example of or the highlights of what we are doing in India. We have 70 plus clients, and we are managing the load of 2000 plus watt, including the thermal. On the left, on the right, you can see what we are managing from the renewable point of view. Yeah, so this is the program, Energize. So this program Schneider Electric has started. It has been running in the European countries, and many major pharma customers like Novartis, Sanofi are part of it. So what we do over here is we make a cohort of all your vendors, because most of the vendors are not that big who can afford, like, like companies like you. So we make a cohort for them, and we give them the services as a group. So this helps our pharma customers to also cover or touch base the scope 3 part. So why this is something important is because as Schneider, we believe in testing the medicines on our own before we prescribe to others. So what we have been talking from last 10-15 minutes, we ourselves have started the smart factory programs in our factories, and today we are WF certified for almost 5 factories in the world, which are advanced lighthouse and also 2 sustainable lighthouse. So overall in the world we have total 5 factories, and we have 100 plus smart factories, and we invite all of you to, we have a couple of them in India as well, in Hyderabad, which is a lighthouse, and we have factories in Bangalore which are smart factories. So we invite you all, because we feel that sharing this and jointly learning will make this journey faster. And last thing that I want to say today is that, as a life science community, we are known to, save lives and enhance lives. So in doing this, let us make sure that we have lesser impact on the environment and humanity. So today, let's take some steps so that we can give our next generations a greener and healthier tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Harsh.